Good morning. My name is Brother Francis Mulu. I am the current principal of the Bosco Technical Institute, Marsabit. Should I say that currently we have 8 subjects, or we have 8 trades that we are operating here. We have computer department that mainly offers the basic computer packages. We have secretarial that is mainly dealing with the business studies. We have hairdressing and salon that is mainly meant actually for the girls from this particular area, as I'll explain it later. And many of these, the young people around this area, the girls, most of them have ended in standard 7. They haven't even managed to go to Form 4. So with this department, and also with a lot of demand for the beauty of the girls and ladies around this region, it is actually very evident that these girls are going to secure a job immediately after this. When we started the department, we had a little bit of a challenge on how to solicit the young people. But how it has turned out to be now, currently, comparatively, it is not as before. The young people who are the first batch now, and they are going to graduate this month, actually, end of this month, they are going to graduate after their final exam. They look to be very much encouraged. And in so doing, we have seen them that they have other friends of theirs who are also willing very much to come in over here and take over their place. Simply because when you go to the market, you realize that there are so many small-scale beauty salons, which is an indication that there is market for this kind of skill. The girl child in this particular society is seen as, in quotes, only made to bring up a family, to bear children and to bring up a family. It doesn't matter whether you are educated or not, because education comes second. Except maybe only few of them who are somehow enlightened, but 99% of the people here believe that a girl child is meant to remain in the family and bring up the children. But then, what happens when this area, as it is known, it is one of the most remote and dry area where rains are never relied upon. They are never regular, and even if they come, they are never sufficient. So people here rely on animals. And animals for sure will do well when there is enough pasture. But since we have not enough rains, most of animals end up in dying. And when they die, the people do not have any other economic activity in this particular region. So these women, especially girls, they really suffer because they remain in their households. They just bring up children there, but at the end of the day, you will find that the children are malnourished. They have nothing to eat, and there's nobody who has any income for them, for the family. So they become a liability to the society. So with the kind of support we can give them, and the more we can admit them, the more we can really change this society. That's mainly speaking about this particular department of the hairdressing, which really targets the young girls in the society, as well as tailoring and dressmaking, because this one they target mainly this industry here in Kenya is mainly focusing and is mainly like loved, or the majority of those who participate in this industry, they are the girls or women in other words.
My name is Tabitha Wamboi. I come from Kenya. I have the zeal to making people actually change their lives. I remember at first when I was introduced by a friend to come to Marsabit. Actually, it was a very big task for me, moving from Nairobi, where I was used to a very simple life, and actually people who know exactly what beauty culture is like. Then I was told to come to Marsabit in another different area. I took some time actually to think over it, and it wasn't a very easy task. But at one point, I came to realize it is a calling, and I had to adhere to it. Actually, comparing myself from where I came from in Nairobi being a cosmopolitan area, and now Marsabit, I came to find a total different kind of life with different communities. In this community, it is all about, they actually take girls like they are meant to be back at home doing the domestic calls and all that, and they actually don't educate these young girls. So it is that kind of lifestyle we are trying to change from their livelihood, to make them understand the real meaning of earning their own single money and putting a meal before their table without any difficulties. So what we are trying to bring to their minds is that it is not about the life backwards. We've entered into another century. We are in the 21st century, where we want everybody to be self-independent, and where we want everybody to know the essence of education in their lives. Not because that if you are less fortunate, then you have to remain there. No, you have to do something, at least to make yourself a better person in future. And that is actually what, as an institution, we are trying very much to work on, to see that these girls, though they knows the essence of life and making themselves a better person in their lives. So when we came with the idea of the hairdressing salon, actually at first it wasn't well taken. It wasn't positively taken. It was actually negative to so many people. But today, 4 months down the line, I can see a great performance, because at least with the first class of students, I managed to acquire myself a number of 10 girls who are actually very enthusiastic about it. They are so much willing to know what life is ahead of them. They actually want to know how to put that meal on the table like any single other woman outside there. These girls, you can imagine, they came to this class when they didn't even know how to compose a single sentence. They even didn't know to speak our local Kiswahili language. They only knew their mother tongue. So it actually was a kind of a challenge even to me when I was teaching them, because I had to get a translator. I could teach and get somebody who is fortunate enough to come and translate to them, so that they can understand actually what I'm talking about. But today, I'm so pleased to see that all of them actually, they are in a position at least to do something for themselves. And this is what we want to see, that in the near future, these people can say that they got the opportunity of becoming better people in their lives. When I ask them some questions, actually, most of them tell me that immediately after the completion of their education, which actually they are almost graduating for, the first years are actually graduating for their first course, they tell me that they would love to start their own businesses, they start their own salons, and start making money and living a comfortable life. And if you hear somebody talking of that, it is somebody who has seen the importance or the impact that this course has taken into their lives. It is what we are trying to make them make a step ahead.
Mimi naitwa Salome Galitele. Nimetoka zaidi ya Kurungu. Huko venye tumetoka tulikuwa maskini. Na huko watu wananyanyaswa sana kama wasichana. Wasichana wananyanyaswa huko. Mtu kienda shule hakuna mwenye atakufundisha. Na kitu kingine tena, wasichana wakipata mimba watafanya tu hiyo bwana yake anasema sitamoa, hawatapanish yeye. Alafu wanaambiwa tu watoe fine kidogo, kitu kidogo, msichana anakaa hivyo, haendi shule, anakaa tu hivyo. Sasa atapata bwana. nilikuwa nimemaliza class 8. Sasa sikuwa na fees ya kwenda shule. Nilikaa nyumbani for 1 year. Siku moja father akakuja kunitafuta. Akanishow hii institute ya Don Bosco. Sasa nikakuta naweza kufanya kazi kama nimepata nifanye. Nifungie saluni yangu. Nisaidia hata wasasi wangu wa maskini.